All right. I'm live on two channels right now on my Truth Matters, soon to be Our Revolution, as soon as I can change the name, and on Medium Sheila. Nobody sees me yet. That's okay. We'll wait. Let people come in. All right. All right. It's coming live. We'll see what we got. And I'm not at the desk or the card table. I'm at the desk instead. All right, so let's see. Let people come in. I'm on two channels, simulcasting on Truth Matters, which will be Our Revolution, and on Medium Sheila. So this is not a normal show. I'm kind of here to rant, maybe explain myself. Hello. All right. Hi, CMP. I've got you as a moderator, but I don't recognize your name. So is that Corey? Oh, hi, Carolyn. Hi, Meme Vicky. Hi, Trudy. Yeah, so I'm on both of my channels. I've got a new channel I'm also starting, which is not going to be tarot. I'm trying to get myself figured out because I need to be downtown in DC. Hi, Silver. I know you as Silver, not old Silver. Don't be doing that. I don't know, girlfriend. Hi, Carolyn. Yes. But yes. So yeah, so I am pretty upset about the White House demolition. All right, so this is what the table behind me looks like. I do not have the other uh tripod up there. I took it down. Um, but yeah, I thought maybe we should do a chat. And yes, I am having a vodka drink, so we're doing that. I don't care. We're just doing this. In this day and age, I don't really care. It's like Google is paying for the demolition of the White House. So Google, fuck you. Okay. Fucking drinking on my show. All right. So we're going to do that. I don't care. I'm mad. How are you guys feeling? Let's start that conversation. How do you guys feel about the demolition of the White House? What does that make you feel? Yes. Cheers. I don't care right now. I'm just like done. I went out. I had a couple of beers at two bars earlier today. Not long. I didn't spend much time. And I talked to some people out there and they were like not happy. I talked to a guy from NIH. I told you guys I used to work for HHS or a department under there. Shock. Yes. Horrible. Shocked, sickened, disbelief. I know. It's very bad. But yeah, I'm going to get. Wait a minute. What's going on? Hold on a second. Why can't I see? What message was held for review? I want to see it first. I should be able to see that so I can unblock stuff. It's gotten strange. Oh, YouTube has gotten weird. Okay, what was held? All right. I'm pissed. I don't have a problem with that. Shouldn't be blocking that. Okay. All right. So what I have going on here before I get into all this, I've got my laptop over here on this side. My TV is also can be used as a monitor. So I've got my other channel stuff going on over there. Nobody's ever on Truth Matters, and that's fine because it's a brand new channel. But yeah, reading headlines. Okay. So I want to explain why I'm not really reading tarot on this right now. I do have my cards here just in case. I have a pendulum, but I'm not at the table. I will do it if you guys want me to read on something. And don't forget, for entertainment purposes only. So, yeah, Trudy. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. So I'm having a lot of problems, like trying to get in here to do this. And there's a lot of fear with what they're doing. And I'm sure that you guys know this. And we see what's happening, and they're like grabbing like American citizens and things. It's crazy. And I do want to be downtown. I've been trying to do this. I am 59 years old now. I wasn't when I started YouTube, but I want to go down there and back to Union Station and see Jolly Good Ginger and those guys. I still want to interview him. And he put out a video. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm using the microphone from the new camera that I have. Let me know. I can bring this over. That's the big guns right there. That's the big microphone. I keep the fuzzy thing hidden because like I keep a cloth over it so it doesn't get all dusty and weird. But I do that. But anyway, but I want to go back down there and I want to report. I figured out my Insta360, other cameras and things like that. But there's so much going on and I don't know where to start. And I feel like, just reading the cards isn't really authentic right now. Cards, I've always told you, these give you the energy from the moment that you're reading on it. It's not going to tell us the future. And if anyone's telling you that, they're wrong. And you've seen this because anything they've said and I've said, even I'm doubting because I was like, jail, blah, blah. Had things worked, he would have gone to jail, right? So it's kind of like, I don't want to tell you, I don't want to give you hope where there isn't anyway. And I have another problem too, because I watch a lot of the independent media and they have these headlines like, oh, terminal, Donald Trump is terminal. And they're like, oh, failing and he's upset. It's like these are false headlines. And I hate that. I'll take questions, Trudy. I will if you want, but it's like I am kind of like I feel like we're being misled. I love the independent media idea, but I don't like what they're doing. And they're putting hi Gina. They're putting stuff out there, these headlines. Oh, he's terminal. Oh, GOP is flailing. Mike Johnson's upset. I'm like, stop with the fake headlines. That does not help us right now, where we have everything going on. Stop that. So I've been getting upset with them, and I get into the video, and it's like they don't touch on it until later. I'm kind of like, y'all, stop it. I try to, at least when I do my videos, I'd like to get in it and give you, this is what I have on my video, and this is what I'm going to do. And so I'm going to actually start reporting these motherfuckers, excuse my language, but I am, because they are trying to give you false hope and I don't like it. Hi, Fatima. I don't either. And I don't like it. So I have some thoughts on this and some of my own beliefs. Most of them I cannot share on YouTube because Secret Service will come to my door. But I am a medium, and I have to tell you, the energy going against him in the next 2 years is going very strongly. And he's making so many enemies. And even among American citizens, I'm just going to say this. I don't see a full 4 years. And I'm not trying to give you hope, false hope, but it's weird when I take a shower in the morning, not every day, but some days I get like, it's like the water does something for me. It's like where I'm in tune with this. He has got so many enemies against him. I don't know where it's coming from, but it will get him. So I don't know. Hi, Delia. Good to see you. Welcome back. But I got you as a mod, so that's good. So yeah, but I will read on it. Yes, he's making many enemies. And apparently, and yes, full disclosure, I am having a vodka tonight. Yeah, I just am, because I'm just like, I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna chit chat. You know, I'm stressed. It's just awful. So I do want to tell you, I left the house today. So I went out, which I never do. I'm usually here. I'm just kind of like, I'm too frustrated to read. And I'm like, I want to read on this, but I feel like, am I helping anyone? I don't know that I'm really helping anybody with the tarot readings. And I feel like we went through this in the last 4 years and we were all wrong. I even thought Kamala was going to win. I did. I thought she was going to win. And I feel terrified to go too in. I do readings occasionally and things like that, but I feel like I don't want to give you false hope because of these, okay? However, I'm going to say one thing, and you see my no kings up here. I made this myself. This is my own no kings thing, okay? I've said again and again that it's going to be the people, it's going to be us. It is going to be us who get this country back. And I stand by that statement. Hi, Spiritual Sean. Welcome. I welcome everyone. Hi. Yes, Meme Vicky. Welcome, welcome. Yes. Yeah, the ballroom, and I'm so angry about the White House demolition. Don't even get me started. Okay. But I really feel like we, the people, have to continue to stand up. It is our country. That is our White House. There's what's this? There's a vodka can drink in Canada called Fight with an Octopus. I love that. I wish you could mail that to me, but you probably can't because it's alcohol. But felt like you all steered us. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. Well, yes, oh, that's good. And I'm glad that they've said that because it's true. And I love the other readers. I do. I love all of them. I think everybody's I want to say this because I think it's very important. Because I feel like, yes, it is the people's house. That is very important because I do believe, and I know a lot of the readers, I've read with them all, and I love them. I think everybody's heart's in the right place here. All of us, the heart's in the right place. We want it, and I always talked about manifesting and everything, and we're trying to make it change. And we can still do this, okay? It's not over yet, all right? And he's old. Don't forget that fact. He's 79. He's got Alzheimer's is coming, dementia, all that kind of stuff. And I've seen it because my stepfather has dementia, and I've seen him changing. I don't know. Did I? Okay. I hope not. The bunker in the West Wing. I've grabbed your question, Meme Vicky. I know Trudy wanted to ask something, but go ahead and ask it, Trudy. And StreamYard's supposed to grab these, but it's not doing a good job with that. Yeah, I got your question. I'm not reading on anything right now. We're just kind of talking, okay? But we all have to stick together, and Canada too. We love you, Canada, and I don't want to fight with Canada. And Canada was not wrong with their commercial, okay? Y'all were not wrong with your commercial, with Ronald Reagan saying what he said, and Donald Trump is a snowflake. I've been saying it, MAGA snowflakes, they're the biggest snowflakes. And I want to talk about this because another thing, which I know people get mad at me about, but for 32 years, I was a moderate Republican. And I want to talk about 2016 on Facebook because I used to see the stuff on Facebook and, oh, is everybody like offended by the flag? And I was like, I don't know anyone in America offended by the flag. And I kind of knew, me, myself, and I, excuse me, that something was wrong. Okay. I thought about this while I was in the shower. That's what I was thinking about with the water. I'm a water sign, so Cancer of the crab. But it was like they were not trolling the Democrats, but they were actually trolling the Republicans. And I picked it up and I was like, something's very wrong here. And I was like, I don't ever hear that from the Democrats. And I was like, I felt like I was being lied to about the Democrats anyway. And I did watch Fox News, but I got upset with them towards the end of that. I was like, something's not right here. And I didn't like the attacks on Obama. I didn't like it. I didn't feel he deserved that. I thought he was a good president. I worked under him. He was a good president. I didn't agree with every policy thing, but that wasn't my job. My job was to do my job. Okay. And it was crazy. And it was just like, I really feel like, I don't know how to put this in words. I just feel like the people that were totally trolled by the Republicans were by the Russians were the Republicans. I'm sorry. It's not the Democrats. A triangle in recent domestic events without naming. I don't know what that means, Trudy. A triangle. I don't. What I want to talk about if you want to talk about that, what I want to say, and I've been saying this on my Blue Sky account, which is Quiet Tides, when I'm named on Blue Sky. The Republicans, and I told another bartender where I went today, I'd never leave the house today, I went somewhere. He was like, well, the Democrats are the ones. I'm like, no, it's not the Democrats. The ones responsible for everything that we're going through right now is the GOP, is the Republicans. The Republicans have given up. The Republicans are allowing this. They put him up in 2016. They should not have. They did this to us. It's not the Democrats. They've been fighting. I'm okay. I get them. And I love them. You know, it's not perfect, but everything happening right now is owned by the Republicans. Everything. And we need to blame them. And I stop blaming the Democrats. It is the Republicans. And I don't know what that means, though, Trudy. I've never heard about that triangle common connector. No, the common connector for me is the GOP. They are the ones who have done this to all of us. They did this. They put him up in 2016. They let him get away with everything. They don't impeach him. They don't legislate. They have done all of this to us. Okay? And as a former Republican, it's a pick a finger. Okay? I hate them. That is not where I'm from on that. I don't like this. We're going to hate the Democrats. No. The Democrats are acting like a political party in America. They're fine. I'm okay. Yes, they're trying to figure out strategically, how are we going to deal with this? I'm not saying sorry. Okay. Trudy, I just don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what the common connector is. To me, the common connector of all of this is the GOP. They are at fault for all of this. Yes, I blame them. And they've done all of this to us. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that stuff, you guys. I just don't know. So I can't read on something I don't know about. But my thing has been that the Republicans have abdicated. They are the ones who did this to us. They are the ones who need to impeach him. Yes. And we need to go after them. Yes. Safety first. Okay. And I just want to say, to my great-great-grandfather, Thomas Lynch. My last name is Lynch. He coined the phrase safety first over here in Lynch, Kentucky. You can look it up. That's my family. Okay. There you go. Okay. Yes. Safety first. I'm related to that phrase. Okay. So, yeah, I'm being a little whatever at the moment. But, yeah, I blame the Republicans for everything that we're going through right now. Okay, my hair is I can't figure out where to put it because the camera's backwards. There's hair moving different place. Okay, we're going the wrong way. And I'm still going the wrong way. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, But no, but I blame the Republicans, and so should you. And we all need to put the pressure on the Republicans to impeach, remove, and convict him. Okay? And we might get the House back, but they've got to get pressure on these people. And let's talk about Marjorie. I always want to call her Trader Green. But right now, Marjorie is speaking very well about what's going on. Okay. And as much as I don't care for her, she's speaking truth to power. And I have to agree with that. And I'll give her that. I'll give her that. I'm sorry about my hair. I'm like flipping my hair around. All right. There's nobody on my other channel, but I'm going to leave this out here. Truth matters. Nobody's in there. It's got the No Kings crown on there if you're looking for that channel. I've got 20. Okay, that one's really behind. I'm going to refresh it. That one's really behind. I'm going to refresh that one. Okay, well, I don't know what you guys mean by that. So I have to figure that whole thing out. Oops. So I don't know what that means. Okay, that channel is freezing. Okay. But yeah. I don't know. What are you guys talking about? Explain this to me. What are the three connectors? All right, let me talk to you guys. There are many that need to be charged with treason. Trump, Russ Vogt, Miller. But the list goes on beyond them. It's huge. It's like, Pam Bondi, all of them, Kash Patel. It's like the list just goes on. The treason is huge. There's so much treason. It's incredible. I know my hair. I'm like, I'm fussing with it. I see it going on the other channel. Many are involved. Yes, they are. Many are involved. So we really have a lot happening there. And yeah. So the treason, the destruction of the White House, he wants to take $230 million from DOJ, which he can't do. That's also illegal. He's stealing it from us. Where's it over there? Okay. And that's taxpayer dollars. You can't just take money from a department. So he wants to take the money. And he did say, and pay for the ballroom. He said that. I heard him say it. I was like, are you shitting me? Here's my theory on the ballroom. All right, let's talk about the ballroom for a minute. I do have my cards, but let's talk about the ballroom. Okay. So he's supposed to be getting money from all of these people. He's got, Amazon, fuck you. Zucker, I hate Facebook, fuck you too. All these people, okay? But he doesn't have enough money for it. I don't know that they've actually given him any money yet. And that's why he wants $230 million from DOJ. Am I right? Oh, the sky's been falling for a long time, Silver. I couldn't talk about it back then because I was a government employee, and I was just like, I really can't get out here and say what I want to say, and if they discover me, and if he got back in, and all this crap. But I'm like, Donald Trump is stealing from the American people. He is a thief. That's all he's ever been. I've hated him forever because I know he's a criminal. And I don't care. I'm not going to pretend like it's not a truth when it is. I'm not going to tell you. I don't know exactly what's going to happen to him. I do feel like I get 2 years with him, but I don't want to give you false hope because I don't know. And I've been wrong sometimes. I have to watch because is it how I feel or is it because I was accurate on in 2024 on his the Butler incident happened this one of the same days I told my family it was going to happen. And I knew it was coming. And then there were more. After that, there's usually at least two or three. But I don't think he's out of the woods. He's actually got more enemies now than he had before. He has more enemies. And I still think it's a real possibility. And I want to talk about that. Let's talk further about this. So why I don't want to pull cards right now because we're talking a little bit. Okay. So he has depleted the DOJ. Okay. You got the attorneys getting fired. You got all those people. You got FBI being fired. These are people who know, like, what's going on and his safety, even. So they're gone. He talked about depleting the Secret Service, even. He was mad at Secret Service, so he was going to do them. National security. He doesn't get national security briefings. Hey, Todd Brown, welcome. Hey, Todd Brown, I'm going to throw a wrench at you. I'm going to throw a wrench at you. Let's do it. I'll give you a standard moderator. There you go. You've been in here. You're supportive. All right. So let's do this. Okay. So he's like diminishing his security apparatus. He doesn't trust it anyway. So all I'm saying is that, and I was in government for 34 and a half years, federal government, okay, FTE. He's depleting his security apparatus, which makes him vulnerable. So he's not going to know. And they did all this stuff. They're doing all this stuff at the White House. They're, I don't know what happened in Florida with the whole, the hunting thing. I think that's probably been up there. I think that's a false flag. I don't think anyone was trying to get him with that. But I don't think that they're going to be able to figure out what's going on there. Hey, Jackie Jan, welcome. Good to see you. So I just think that he's weakened his security around himself. And that's why I feel like the possibility of this happening to him. I'm not, for entertainment purposes only. I don't condone violence or anything like that. I'm not saying that. But, as a Fed, when I was a Fed, I mean, we were very serious about security, cybersecurity and everything else. And security of our buildings, especially after September 11th. And to do what he's done to DOJ and FBI, and even giving away CIA. Oh, CIA is like doing a covert thing. Well, they're not anymore if you're going to out them, right? So this is why I just say that I don't believe that he's going to make it because he doesn't get it, and he's just in it about himself for the minute, but he makes enemies, and I don't know. I don't know his goings on, and I don't want to be anywhere near the man. It's not my job. I don't have a job. I'm retired, but my job, I guess, is this. And YouTube, I'm trying to be back in here. I'm just not. I'm stressed, as I'm sure you guys are. And I want to be in here, but I don't know that I feel like I could give it to you with these. And so I'm trying to find other ways. I've invested in all these cameras, and I wake up in the morning and my 59-year-old body doesn't want me to go down to DC. And so it's a struggle. So I'm trying to get it together. But I want to be more active and out there in a different way since I live here near DC. And but it's just, I don't know what you guys want me to do. And I have the other channel that I'm trying to start up, which is not going to be tarot. I'm changing the name from Truth Matters to Our Revolution. So if you're looking for me on the other channel, it is out there. I have 22 subscribers so far. Some of you are already subbed, but oh, thank you, Trudy. But I know, but it's like I messed up on October 18th. Well, I'm okay, Vicky, though. Everything's okay. DC is actually pretty safe. I'm not going to go to the U Street corridor and Northeast and places like that. I know where not to be. My younger sister lives Northwest, and my niece is at AU. Um, I can get off on Van Ness and go see them, but which I probably should be doing more of, although she's working and everything. So, but I don't know. I still have the energy to get out there, and DC, I guess, is kind of special to me because when I was a kid, we lived in Western Pennsylvania. I lived near outside of Pittsburgh. My grandparents lived in Bethesda, Maryland, and we'd come down every summer for like a week or two, and they would take us into DC and show us all the museums and the monuments. And I had great aunts and uncles who lived on Connecticut Avenue. My younger sister lives on Connecticut Avenue, a little bit further down from where they lived. But so it's always been in my blood. And now that I live here, we don't care about ice either, Silver. I'm not chasing ice around. I'm not down here for that. I'm gonna be more protesting the other stuff. Now I messed up. I started to say before I interrupted myself. October 18th. I should have gone down to DC. I was running around in Montgomery County trying to find a spot. And everybody, I was like, where is everyone? They were all downtown, and I should have gone downtown and been in that. And I'm so mad because I was ready. I had all my cameras. It was so sparse that I was like, it wasn't like this last time, but I forgot. He was doing the parade last time. So nobody went downtown. So the next time I'm going downtown, in fact, there's something going on in November. So if unless there's snow involved, I think I'll be okay. I may be down there. So 11/20, I think it is. So there's something going on. I'm going to take the cameras. I bought some new backpacks and things. The first backpack was really heavy. So I purchased another one that's a little bit lighter. I have the leather purse type version of it, but I'm going to go probably with the middle one. So I think that one will work. I got my cameras. I figured out the Insta360. Even though you didn't see it at the beach, I did mess around with it. But I do want to get down there, and I'm going to deliver this to you, but this has been a rough year altogether. So it's not that I'm not trying to ghost y'all and all this stuff. It's just that it's emotional. It's been emotional. And the retirement I didn't want yet. And I lost a lot of money this year for retiring. I was doing very well, but that really hurt. But I'm not moving. I think I'm going to stay here because I can still afford my mortgage, and I can do that. I'm not saying also, I want to talk about this too, because I keep saying that I don't know if I could do this with the cards. I'm not going away. I think I need to balance the two, because what I've been doing this year, I come in and I rant and rave and I read cards. I need to separate the two. So that's why I have the second channel. Let me be a little bit more clear about that. So I have the second channel, which I may just go in and do I'll go off over there, and then I'll read my cards over here or something. I'm going to try to split this up, because I don't know that I'm doing any good here doing that. So it's just it's a transition year. So, and you're saying your turnout at the courthouse went from 100 on No Kings 1 to over 500. Awesome. Owensboro, Kentucky. Yes, it is something. We've got this. We need to stand together and continue to push out love and light. Yes, we do. And we do. And I'm not leaving this. And I am still a medium, and I need to it's just that for me, I have been so upset about everything that I haven't been able to get in here and do the spiritual work. And I'm not going to do it when I'm like this, because I don't want I have this other energy going on. And it's like when I do that, I like to be in that. Hey, Buzz J, I sent you a text earlier. Okay. But when I'm in this energy, it is very difficult for me to do these readings. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Miss Security over here. Okay. So it's just, I'm trying to figure out where I am and how I want to do it. So I have this second channel going, which I might be using for when I go down to DC. I don't know that this channel is good for that. So Truth Matters, which will change in like, I don't know, 7 days to Our Revolution will be what I call it. So I feel like we're uniting. Yes. Do it. I can. Yes. But you can do what you can wherever you are. Try to surrender. Never surrender, Carolyn. We don't ever surrender to this. They may tear down our White House, but our Constitution never dies. And if he ever destroys that Declaration of Independence that's hanging on the wall in his office, I'm going to be there. So we're not doing this. We're not giving up. We're not. Oh, not what you, I know, not what you mean. Okay. Let me put this up. That's not what she meant. Okay. I'm reading into it. Oh, but she says, and think about how great things will be as we restart. True. I get what you mean there, Carolyn. Yes, as we restart, we will get it back. We will. Yep. Give up the fear, give up the stress. Yes, Carolyn. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Hi, Susan. Welcome. So I'm simulcasting on my other channel called Truth Matters with the same crown up here. The New Kings up there. I made that one myself. I have another one. I've made a couple of those because I didn't want to steal theirs for myself, but I made a couple of No Kings ones. But hi, Moonchild. Hi, Dawn Turner. Oh, now in 5 minutes? Well, I'm just chatting tonight. So you see my table's behind me. We got all this going on. There's my warning retired person on the premises, knows everything and has plenty of time to tell it. Yes. So that's my table back there. But yeah, I'm over here today at the desk, kind of more for a chit chat. I know. I love you guys. I've only been on for 37 minutes. I'll hang. I'm not going anywhere. We're going to hang. We're going to talk. I want to hear from you guys. So, how are you guys feeling about everything going on? How did you feel about No Kings? How did you feel about that? All right, let's get into it. What happened where you were? Tell me. I'll put it up on the screen. Let's talk about it. So we had the 100 to 500, which was great in Owensboro, Kentucky. So let's talk about it. Tell me what you guys are going through and how you're feeling. Let's talk about it. Yes, exhilarating. Yes, I'm venting, but I want to hear from you guys. Let's talk about it. All right, I'm done with my thing for half an hour, so let's go. I'll hang here for as long as you guys want to talk to me. So let's go. We'll do it. This is like when I had the members only, which was stupid on my last channel, which was like 99 cents for what? I'm not doing that. We're not doing members only. I have no plans to ever do that on this channel. So I just want everyone to be included in it. I hate that where you can't like get the full video of something. If I'm going to do that, it's just going to be there because it's like, if you're subscribed, you ought to get it. That's how I feel about it. I'm not trying to be, I don't like it. I'm not doing that. So, right. So tell me about your No Kings events where you were. What were you doing? I'll put it up on the screen right here. My nose is tickling. My hair is always on my nose. It's always like, so that's what I'm doing. I don't do drugs. Never have, never will. I don't smoke. I don't do anything. We do have some vodka iced tea going on, but that's about it. That's it for me. I don't. So don't think that there's anything. It's just my hair. So did you guys do anything for No Kings? Or do you want to talk about anything about how you're feeling? What do you think about the White House? What do you think about the $230 million thievery he wants to do? Or what have you? What are you guys thinking? You love my signs. Thank you, Dawn. Well, yeah, the other ones, you can't see it because the microphone's in the way. But yeah, it's like, there's like an arrow saying up the stairs. Yes. Hello, Moonchild. How are ya? Yes, I'm venting. Ready to pour yourself a cranberry sweet wine. Ooh, very nice. Well, yes, I went to the liquor store today. I didn't buy any beer because I feel like I don't need any beer in the house. I'm trying to lose weight. I don't need beer. I did buy myself some Cabernet Sauvignon and some bourbon gin and other stuff to have. And then for Christmas, I'm going to need to get some champagne and things for the family. We're going away. Okay. Oh, EPS survivor. I don't know about that. I think she's a crook. What's an EPS survivor? Tell me more, Trudy. I don't know what that means. Epstein survivor? Oh, Epstein. I don't know. I don't think I can read on that one. I don't know. I don't know her background necessarily on that. I don't want to go there. I don't know. That's a yes or no question, and I would have to know that. I can't say that I do. Yeah, that's I don't want to get there. That's she's evil. Excuse me. She's evil as she is. It's like she's just like doing his bidding. She's evil. Now, what I do want to do, which I haven't done yet, is get Virginia's book. I do want to get that probably on my Kindle, if it's available. I do want to hear that. I do want to tell you that when Trump was president the first time, I did read an account of a girl that was 13 years old that was tied to a bed that he assaulted sexually. And I'm being nice with that. That's not what he did. It was worse. The R word. So I do believe that he's in the Epstein files, and we want to. What do we want? Okay, where is it? We want to release the Epstein files. And we're not letting it go away. We're not letting that go away. We are not. Right? So when Adelita Grajova gets sworn in, and they can't avoid this forever, they are going to release the Epstein files. And the only thing I'm worried about is that they're going to have it so badly redacted that we're not going to see that. So we're going to need to get another one. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, and you'll notice I've stopped calling her Trader Green. She's starting to act like a normal person, and I'll give her this. Okay, I'm going to give her this because she's helping us, and she's helping herself in this. And if you're going to act correctly, I'm okay with you, at least for now. But we'll give her this. She wants to release the Epstein files. Yeah, I can't stand Bondi. Don't even get me started with her. I can't stand her. I don't want to read on her right now. I can't stand her right now. I'm so angry with the DOJ and FBI for what they're doing. But they've weakened the DOJ and FBI so badly that if there's anything happening to Taco, they won't know because there's nobody watching, and the national security um, thing is all disrupted. I don't think he's getting briefings anymore. He doesn't know, and they, you know, they weakened. They fired everybody. So this is what I'm saying. He's hurting himself. So if something happens, so be it. It's like you did this to yourself. I don't feel sorry for you. So we'll have to see what happens. But I have a sense that something's going to give. And no, for entertainment purposes only. I know nothing. I don't have any information. I'm just saying, as a former Fed, you've weakened everything. So good luck to you. Good luck to you. Good luck. So we had the best security and everything in the government, and all the people have been fired who knew how to do anything. No, they aren't that smart. They're not that smart. And so, it's just absolutely crazy. But we just have to give it time. So they made the mistake. It's not a mistake. It was intentional. They knew they were blowing up the government. That's what they are trying to do because he wants to have all control. He wants to have the control, but he can't do anything, which is another reason to 25th Amendment the guy. And also, let's talk about that for a second, because Levitt said that his only focus right now is the ballroom. So he's not concerned about anything else going on. I should have the clips. I should be doing this. I'm bringing up the clips and doing all this stuff, but I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm not a podcast, but I'm considering doing some things on the other channel that way on Truth Matters, which will be Our Revolution. I will change that one. But yeah, he's dismantled the agencies. And so anything that could protect him, he's removed, deleted. And so the people that could do this for him are gone. And they don't think about this stuff. They just fired people. And they're like, oh, your job. Like, let's talk about DOJ for a second. Okay, so some of these people might have like multiple cases that they're working on. There's like multiple things that they're working on, but because they might have had one, like a job they had to do or review documents or something on one of his cases, they've been fired. So they might have been working on something over here that's major and big time on security for America, and they fired him because they worked on this job over here. Well, that's effed up. So now we've got people whose eyes are supposed to be doing other things just because they worked a little bit on this case and they're fired. That's how stupid this is. In the government, you're given tasks and you're said, here's what you work on. It's not political. What I thought about when my job at my agency had nothing to do with the work that I did. It didn't matter. It's like, I'm supposed to do my job. There was no point where my thoughts and I was never political. Let's talk about that too. I was never political until Donald Trump came in and started the political bullshit. We didn't think about it or talk about it in the government. Nobody did that. We did our jobs. It wasn't political. I didn't agree with everything that was done in every presidential, but it wasn't my job. I had to do X, Y, and Z. And that was my job. It was my job to do my tasks and do it well because they were going to ding me on my performance appraisal if I didn't do it. So, and I did it. And I was like, okay, we're going to get it done. I'm going to do it well. If I had an objection, which I never did, nobody ever told me to do anything illegal. Although sometimes they wanted to do, in 2020, they were trying to do illegal things to us in our performance appraisals and the telework bullshit. They were trying to push that in at the end. But, that was different. And I objected to that. And I got in trouble from a boss that targeted me and that kind of thing in 2020. Carlos. Fuck you, Carlos. Okay. Anyway, and Carlos, the FU Carlos, got fired also. So, yay. I never got fired. I didn't. All right. Anyway, so let's move on. I'm sorry, my joy. All of a sudden, I feel younger. And all of a sudden, I think I look younger laughing about it. It's like, okay, I'm sorry. All right. Anyway, and I've seen people get fired in the government, so it's not true that you can't get fired in the government. I've seen it. Okay. All right. Let me check your comments here because I'm seeing that. Okay. Right, Trudy's saying, I hate to say this, but the committee to grill nominees is still doing various interviews. All right, not sure, but yeah, we need to do it. We didn't talk about politics at all until 2016. That's right, Gina. I'm not sure. I think I know you. I knew a few Ginas on my old channel. I'm not sure if it's the same one. When does America first start? Apparently not in this one because we're doing Argentina and we're blowing up Venezuela and I don't know what's going on. Okay. Yes, I cried too. And I've been crying ever since. However, with the retirement comes the I'm just pissed off and we're gonna make you cry. And actually, it's not us crying anymore. Let's change this. Can we please stop? Because the real snowflakes is the GOP and MAGA. They are so whiny little, Trump was such a big baby over No Kings and his video with him shitting over half America. Excuse you? He's so, excuse the phrase, butthurt that he's doing that kind of stuff. Okay. The real snowflakes, the real people who are responsible for this is the GOP's responsible for everything that's happening to us. They're responsible for the shutdown. They are responsible for him. They're responsible for the destruction of the White House. They're responsible for his thievery, his criminality, and for not impeaching him twice. And we are going to, I'm sorry. Let's put the blame. It was like I told the dude at the one place I went today, and he's like, but the Democrats. I'm like, no, it's not the Democrats. It's the GOP. They could stop him, but they won't. It is not the Democrats. Stop blaming the Democrats. Okay, I'm sorry. The vodka's hit me. It is not the Democrats' fault. It is the Republicans. Stop blaming the Democrats. We got to get behind the Democrats. We need to get them to help us. Oh, you found me when I started the new channel. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you did. I'm glad you're here. Yes. Any drink that makes us feel younger just might be worth. Well, it's not the drink. It's me going after that my boss got fired. He was an asshole. Oh my God. He was a Trumper if there ever was one, I think. So, no. But I mean, really, it's like, let's put the blame where it belongs. It belongs on the Republicans. Stop blaming the Democrats. Let's stop that. Yes, the Democrats need a kick in the pants. They do. They need a good whack. Get your shit together and let's go. But the Republicans are to blame for all of this. And I'm an ex-Republican and I can say it. I'm blaming them. I was pissed off when they put him up as a nominee. I was like, no, that's never okay. And after when he got in, I went independent, although I vote blue. I know what I'm doing. Independents aren't undecided. I want to clear this up too, because I got accused of being an undecided because I was an independent. Independents are not undecideds. We know what we're voting for. All I do is choose not to be in a party. I'm not undecided. I vote blue. I need somebody to get behind to make me go become a Democrat. I'm waiting for that a little bit. Oh, I know. I love the eye hips. Yeah, cankles. I love them too, Gina. Yes. Well, I don't know that they're the abuse spouse, Silver, but I feel like the blame's going on the wrong people. The blame needs to be on the Republicans, the GOP. Mike Johnson is I've been calling him saccharine Mike, but he's the pedo protector Mike. It's like, let's call him what he is. He's protecting the pedo. Donald Trump, for entertainment purposes only, is in the Epstein files. F him. So I don't care. And we need to be mad about it. And let's stop going after I don't think that going after the Democrats is the right way, but we do need, yes, I'm glad you're still here, Buzz. I was at, Buzz, I was at Sardi's. Shannon was there. He was great. Okay. Anyway, I'm not calling people out. I shouldn't be doing this. People I know in real life. Okay. Anyway, but no, y'all. I'm like, we need to pull together, but we've got to put the pressure on the GOP to stop this. They need to be the ones pressured. They're in power. What's wrong with them? Where have you sent people home in the legislative branch for 3 weeks? What's going on? Where are they? They're not doing a job. Even Marjorie Taylor Greene says they should be in DC. I can't believe I'm agreeing with her, but I am. Right? I'll take it. If she's speaking truth to power, right? Off plotting. No, they're not plotting. You know what? I don't really think they have a plan. No. This group, the Republicans have completely abdicated. They're not doing anything. Donald Trump's tearing down the White House, and they say nothing. All right, there we go. I'll put this message up. Thank you, Gina T. Yes, Grinder. Oops, I meant to put this up here. Grinder, Mikey. Yes. And thank you for spelling my name right, Trudy. Love you. So, I mean, seriously. What is this shit? It's like, but let's put the pressure on them to impeach, convict, and remove him. 25th Amendment. Carolyn Levitt said this week, his only concern is building the ballroom from hell, the Epstein ballroom, and they want to call it the Donald Trump ballroom. I mean, seriously? No. And this is what happens to my drinks. The ice just melts, and I'm left with this. Because I'm busy doing other. This is normal up here. It's like my ice melts, and I gotta drink that all night long. It takes me hours to drink a drink. But oh, you're not guilty. You spelled it right. Oh, Gina T saying, but that's how I spell my name. So, everybody spells it wrong. I used to have, there was a coworker in my office who always left the H off my name. And so I think her name was like, what was her name? Funny, I forget her name right now. Oh, Janice. So what I used to do, she'd leave the H off. And so I would be like Jani, and I would leave her S off. And I respond to her and leave her last letter off her name. I don't think she ever picked up on it. But I was so stupid. I found ways to get back at people. Look at work. But I was like, I'm in the office with you. How can you misspell my name? I'm like, what's wrong with you people? So I mean, I used to have to give people usernames and passwords. People had foreign names and you had to spell it. Like, I was very careful. I would like pull their name up on one screen and I'd be like typing in their username and try to spell it the way that they spelled it and be like, I was very careful about that because it's your name. It's somebody's name. I respected people's names and I was very good about that. But people just like don't give a shit about my name. And I'm like, well, whatever. So whatever. It's a person's name. Take the time. Take the time. It's a personal respect with other people. So your real name is Kareen. I love that. Is it Karen or Kareen? I see the E. I want to say Karen. Karen or Kareen, one or two. Which one's correct? Oh, Silver. Karen or Kareen? I think it's one, but let me know. Put it in comment. Karen or Kareen? I think it's Karen. Let me know. Kareen. Oh, so it's two. It's Kareen. I was wrong. So it's number two. It's Kareen. Kareen. Okay. See, that's why you ask. Pronunciation. All right. Kareen. Okay, Silver. Thank you for that. It is a nice name. It is a great name. Kareen. See, just because it's spelled a certain way. And I have to tell you, my name is Sheila. I see people spell Sheila weird names. Like I play some casino games, online, and I see these Sheilas and they're spelled like Shiela. I'm like, that's Shiela. I'm like, do you even understand that your name is spelled wrong? I'm like, Eila. H for me, which is the Irish spelling, but it's just funny. It's just like people just, sorry. Well, my name is Sheila, so I know how it's supposed to be spelled, the real name. But boy, there's some racket outside tonight. I don't know what's going on out there. Tonight's not the movie night. Not sure what they're doing. But I don't know. But do you guys want to talk about anything? I know I've been on for like an hour, but I can stay. I'd like to talk to you guys. I mean, if you want me to pull a couple cards, I can. But my feeling is right now is that everything's so wackadoodle that I don't know that tarot cards can answer these questions right now. Oh, yes, I'm Irish. My family's from County Mayo in Ireland. And I am actually kind of through marriage related to Biden. So, yes, President Biden. So, yes, there's many. I've got a lot of stuff like that, but that's been a kind of a fun thing. Super wackadoo. Yes. Oh, you guys. And there's only me watching myself on Truth Matters over there, the other channel. So nobody's found me over there yet. I'll leave the video up. We'll see what happens over there. But neato. 23% Irish. Well, I'm a lot Welsh and English and Scottish and Irish. And my mom's side was Irish. And I've got a couple other things. And I've got a weird Coptic Egyptian thing that's very low. It's very strange. I don't know what that was about, but it's in there. So, but it's like, but that's the other thing too. But I guess we ought to talk about too, if you think about it, because it's kind of like all this race hating bullshit that's going on right now. It's like people don't know. It's like your biology. I mean, unless you're my stepfather who's 100% Irish, but I mean, like people were mixed. Like a lot of us have different backgrounds. And it's like there's no master race. I hate that. There's no race better than any other race. I hate that more than I can even like get into. And I do believe I have a little Jewish blood as well. And I may have lost ancestors in the Holocaust on my other grandfather's side. And we didn't know them. They weren't in America, but I'm sure that there were people I lost. Um, and I despise this hatred towards people because they're brown or from another country. America is built on immigrants, and the Indians didn't want us here, and we came in, and my ancestors did come in on the Mayflower and in Jamestown, and Ponce de Leon is actually one of my ancestors as well. And it's like, but we came and invaded them, and we. But world history wise, I mean, people were invading everybody and doing bad things, and it was just. But it's like there's not, and this I'm going to go back in deep history here because this has been going on forever, and it's like we're not. The world is not one race, religion, or thing, and it's like this crazy shit has to stop at some point. I've always felt as a Christian, I mean, I was raised Catholic, even though I found my way into mediumship because all the ghosts were living in my apartment. So it's like, here we go. But it's like, I just believe that God made all of us. And I do believe that there is a God, there's a spirit above all of us. And if I didn't believe in this, then you should not be watching me as a medium or reading cards or anything else. I believe there is a higher power. I do. And I believe that, and whatever faith people have and what they're believing in, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, I'm okay. I don't care what your faith is. But when you start trying to exterminate people and remove people and do it, I'm going to say it, ICE, fuck ICE. I'm going to say it. Okay. If you're doing that, you're trying to remove and hurt other people, you're the one who's wrong. Nobody on this earth does not belong here. God made everyone. And I used to get into it with my father when I was a kid because my dad was like, well, you didn't see this in Georgetown. We lived in Pennsylvania. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm sent to Catholic school. Why is my phone ringing? Mom, all right. Hold on, you guys. It was Mom. Am I coming tomorrow? I guess I missed the text. So, yeah, but it's like there's no, I missed the text an hour ago. Okay, whoops, I missed it because I was talking to you guys. Okay, all right, I've got my text. Yes, all right, here we go. Yeah, Mom. So my cute mom is like, "Where are you? Why haven't you responded?" So okay, got it. But yeah, so but I do believe this. I'm like, God made everybody here. He made the earth. He made all of us people here. He gave us the abilities to do things, and you know, let's embrace it. It's like nobody's wrong for their religion, for where they live. Their politics might be a little effed up, but it's like, can we just like not do this? Oh, I know what they're doing outside. There's like a Halloween movies and things happening in the middle of the night at 48 degrees outside. Have fun with that. It's getting loud. So I'm going to have to shut down soon. I don't know if you can hear that or not. There's like kind of music outside. You're a Catholic. You believe that we are all the same. Yes. Yes, God loves all of us, not just some of us. Yay, God. My father's family isn't done with Jewish Germans. Yeah, I know. Racism and inequality are why we don't have welfare. Yep. indigenous auntie here. They try to kill us off. Oh, I'm sorry. And I love the Indians too. And um, I don't try to claim it. Although I had ancestors who were trying to claim Indian and Cherokee and all this stuff. I don't. They got denied. I don't know that I have that, but I'm just kind of like for like 3% or 1% or something. I'm not going to claim that. But you know, I feel for the Indians. But then again, the Indians also killed like I have to say this in Boston or in Massachusetts. I don't know if it was Deerfield. I had family members. I forget the Drews. I think that was their last names that were killed by the Indians when they ransacked Deerfield or whatever it was, and the kids had to run the gauntlet and were sliced. Oh, it was terrible. But the whole family like died. It was pretty bad. They were, I think their last name was Drew. Um, so I mean, there's good, bad, and there's on all sides. But the Indians probably felt like they were invaded. They were invaded, and my family members, my ancestors up there, were invading their land. So it's like there's in this sense, I can see a both sides. I can't see both sides to Nazis and people asking to take down Confederate statues or something. It's not the same. It's not both sides. We're not talking about the same thing. I can see where we came to live on the Indians' lands and the Indians were upset. I think that diplomacy should have been more involved in that, and we maybe could have resolved some of those situations, but it wasn't done. And it's just you have to look at it a little deeper. And I mean, I looked at my tree and I saw some things and I was like, wow, that's terrible. But then I'm thinking at the same time, what were these other people going through? Oh, yeah, it was horrible for my ancestors to go through what they went through. But, there's a lot going on there that wasn't written down. And we just don't know. And so, yeah, I feel for our indigenous, American Indians. And I also feel for my ancestors. I'm like, I think it was sucky for everybody. It sucked for everyone. It did. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. And so I don't know, but we have to get through this. What is the American experience? We have to find our way through this. And I'm trying to like kind of close it down a little bit. Well, we do. We have to get through it and we have to help each other. How did I look? Oh, how did I look at my tree? I used Ancestry. I did 23andMe. I found my biological paternal tree. I also used my dad's adopted tree, my Lynch tree. And actually, we're cousins throughout his tree and the adoptive tree. So I'm actually related to my grandparents who adopted my dad. So they're cousins, actually. There's DNA connections. It's lovely. So to me, that was like the best thing because they were also from Pittsburgh. So it was pretty cool. But I also feel like we're all related. And I know people that I've done their trees also and found whole branches of trees that are in my tree. And I'm like, you're my cousin. You're kind of my cousin. So we're all kind of related in a way, you guys. And Donald Trump is trying to divide us. And we need to not let that happen. And we need to be the cousins. And we need to embrace, of course, our American Indian friends, our Indigenous friends, and Canadian friends, and our Mexican friends. And We need to help each other. And I want to say this before I get off here. The Fourth Amendment, I talk about this all the time. Okay, I've never been a fan of the illegal immigrant thing. However, once you're within our borders, you are protected by the Fourth Amendment. You're protected by our Constitution. They cannot steal you out of your car and do the things that they're doing, people. They can't. It's illegal. And one day, these ICE MFOs are going to pay for it. Or MFs, I don't know if O's. But these people are going to pay for this. America is going to come back. We're going to bounce back. We are not done. We're not done. We're not going down. This is not over. Do not give up on America. Yes, it sucks right now. He's ripping down half of the White House. We're not going down yet. We're not quitting. Don't give up on America. Don't do it. Never, ever, ever. Oh, I think they're listening. They're watching Charlie Brown. I heard it's Charlie Brown. Okay. The United States of America is a she. Yes. Yes, thank you, Corey. But don't give up, you guys. That's what I want to say to you tonight. That's the most important message I want to give you. Yes, it sucks right now. It's bad. This is not fun. I do not want you to give up on your country. I don't want us to. It's not over yet. There were 7 million people that showed up for No Kings. For No Kings. It's over here. Okay. 7 million. We need 3 more million to hit 10 million. And then we've got a 3.5% that can make sure that he cannot take over. I think we have it, but the more people come out, the better. And so we need to do No Kings in whatever ways you can to show your support. And even though I didn't get to be, I was trying to go to an event. I couldn't find my parking space. I did say that I was going to be there. So I'm counted as I was there. I went to another place that I didn't put that number into. So I think I was counted. So if you can register to the No Kings, there will be another one. There's going to be a number 3. So if you can go, please do. I'm going to go downtown next time. I should have been in DC. I messed up so badly. I would have been there with the camera, not with the sign, but I will be there for the next one. And there's other events on 11/20. There's going to be another event downtown. I'm going to see if I can go to that one. So there's other ways to show your support, but we do need to be out on the streets. If there's a general strike, I know that they're talking about that. Maybe that's something that you can do too. Whatever you can do. Yeah, frog costume. Absolutely. Go Frogs. Yes, yay Portland for that, because that was wonderful. People showed up in their costumes. It was wonderful. So, but that's what we need to do. We got to keep it very positive. Yes, Todd is saying Kate and I were at Livonia, Michigan, along with 2,500 new friends, overwhelmingly positive. Got buzzed by MAGA trucks. Oh, those are the ones that stunk. Got them good with bullhorn. Probably had ears ringing for days. They arrested some guy in a big black pickup truck. I wonder if that was the same dude. Yes. Right. Bye, Gina. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And I just wanted to come on and talk. And I didn't think I could read. And I'm kind of I've already got myself started with a drink. So, but I will be back. Yes. 3% of our population. Yes. We're getting close. We were 7 million on the last one. and we will get higher. And we love America. We're not the party of hate America. That's the GOP. It is. And that's why I want you guys put the blame on the GOP. Don't blame the Democrats. Stop doing that. Blame the Republicans for all of this. It is their fault that we're in this situation. They put him up in 2016. It is their fault. Stop blaming the Democrats. Yes, the Democrats could do more, but you know what? The real blame belongs to the Republicans for they have the House, they have the Senate, they have the White House, and they let him do all of this. They let him tear down the White House. What? It's not the Democrats, it's the GOP. Focus on them. Impeach, remove, convict. Or convict, remove, whatever. Either way. All right. All right. See you guys. I'll be back. Join my other channel, currently called Truth Matters. I have 22 subs. You have this No Kings up here, like that. And that one's going to be more the I'm downtown reporting when I do that. Not here. All right. See you guys.